Hello, dear grade 4 students, and welcome to this recording in which we are going to give details about the story Lewis and Clark and me. As you know that, first of all, Lewis and Clark are very famous discoverers in the American history, the history of the United States, I mean. But story is told from a different point of view. It is told by a dog, which is strange for us. And of course, it's totally different when you listen to a story that is told by a dog. You know that everything differs when we talk about a point of view of a dog, how the dog looks to things, how a dog can realize things or understand things. Now, let's go to the details of this story. Okay, Lewis and Clark and me, A Dog's Tale. Uh, I will give detail every single page. I will explain the details in this story. We start with page 54. As we said, that the story is told from the dog's point of view. Seaman, who's the dog, of course, notices Lewis walking along the wharf. Lewis looks different than the other men Seaman meets. And Lewis even smells. This is as I told you, it differs when we talk about dogs. Uh, that notices the smell is that is different than other different than other men. And we can say that Lewis caught Seaman's attention. That Seaman kept looking at Lewis and wanted him to be his owner. Seaman longs or yearns for an exciting life. Of course, he's looking for a better life, a journey, or uh, things like this. Now we go to page 55. These are the details in this page. First of all, Lewis tells Seaman's owner that he is headed out west up the Missouri River. Seaman's owner explains why Seaman will be perfect. He started convincing Lewis, why is Seaman a good dog? Seaman can swim. He has webbed paws, water rolls of his coat, and other things, just like Seaman has a double coat, as he said. In page 56, we see that Seaman's owner explains that cold weather won't hurt Seaman because, as we said, that he has a double coat that keeps the dog warm. So eventually, Lewis buys Seaman for $20. Seaman is happy now to have Lewis as an owner. Seaman will be a loyal dog and follow Lewis wherever he goes. We go to page 57. In this page, Seaman enjoyed hunting in the woods. His favorite place to hunt was on the river. Seaman would ride in the back of the boat because it was the highest place. You know that the highest place of the boat is its back. When Seaman was in the back, he could see everything. Seaman was excited about the river because he noticed animals he had never noticed before. We knew that some of the new animals new for this dog, for Seaman. Page 58, the river was low and the men weren't able to travel very fast along the river. Seaman has his first day of hunting when the river isn't too low and the current isn't too strong. That's why they were forced to move very slowly. In page 59, Seaman notices a strong smell. He recognizes the smell of squirrel. Seaman can't decide why the smell is so strong. Before the dog sees the squirrels, he smelled them. Then he realizes that hundreds of squirrels are crossing the river, which is a very weird thing. Lewis and the men debate on why the squirrels are crossing the river. some of them said that they might migrate. They are migrating or looking for food or other possible things. On page 60, the men decided that the squirrels would make a good dinner. So that's why they sent Seaman to catch some squirrels. You know, that they wanted to test Seaman for the first time. So Seaman is able to kill many squirrels along the Ohio River. And he wanted to do something to make his owner, we mean Lewis, to make him proud of him or to make him happy. So Seaman is a good swimmer because, you know, he has a webbed feet. Now, in page 61, Seaman kills enough squirrels to feed the men a great squirrel dinner. Now, Seaman was most excited that Lewis was proud of him when Lewis said, "Good dog." So Seaman felt very excited and very happy to make or to satisfy Lewis or to make him happy. In page 62, when Lewis and his men encountered the Indians, Lewis spoke of the great white father in Washington. He means the president, George Washington. The Indians were friendly. They didn't hurt them. The Indians were very interested in Seaman. The typical Indian dog is much smaller than the Newfoundland. Now, in page 63, the Indians think that Seaman is a bear. And I think you remember in our previous story when Miss Franny thought Winn-Dixie is a bear. You know that some large dogs look like bears, especially when they stand on their feet. Now, the reason they think Seaman is a bear is because of his size, because we said that it's a very big dog. Now, Lewis tries to prove that Seaman is a dog by having Seaman fetch a stick and stay. He tried to throw a stick for him and asked Seaman to get it. So that's why, in which this way he can prove or he can convince the Indians that Seaman was a dog and it wasn't a bear. The last 2 pages in this story, Lewis explains that Seaman is a dog. The Indians call Seaman a bear dog. The reason they call him this is because they don't have a separate word for each animal. For example, they call a horse elk dog. Now, the Indians are so impressed with Seaman that they try to trade 3 beaver skins for him. They offered Lewis 3 beaver skins for having Seaman, but Lewis will not trade Seaman, will not sell him to any person, and Lewis and Seaman will not separate. Now, these are the main things in the story, and this is the review. Seaman enjoys making Lewis proud. Seaman seems to be a loyal dog to his owner and to follow his owner's instructions during their journey. Now, even the Indians thought that Seaman was extraordinary because they thought it was a dog, and they hadn't seen a dog that could perform tricks like Seaman. Seaman travels with Lewis because he longs for adventure or yearns for adventure or wants to have this experience of being a dog for a discoverer or an explorer as Lewis or Clark. This is everything about the story. I hope everything is clear, and in our next period, I will be happy when you ask me questions to better understand every single detail in this story. Thank you very much. This is everything for today's recording. Be safe, and I'll see you tomorrow in our meeting, in our class meeting. Bye now.